violence or no other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police, but I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, cyberspace? It's a Black Gen Z mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
Cleveland police are investigating after a man was shot in the parking lot of a Giant Eagle tonight. This happened at the store on West 117th near.
Guys, so, we talk about food deserts on this channel, the causes of these said food deserts, and here it is. You have a man shot outside of a Giant Eagle, which is a grocery store. You can't make this stuff up. They will not even allow you to go and shop for your family, especially during this holiday season. Cost of food is rising, and now you have to worry about being shot in the parking lot while grocery shopping. These super gremlins are on demon time.
I-90 around 8 o'clock. A 31-year-old man was shot in the abdomen and was taken to Metro. No arrests have been made.
Time is now 4:33, and developing overnight, Cleveland police are investigating after a man was shot in the parking lot of a West Side grocery store. This happened yesterday evening at the Giant Eagle on West 117th near I-90. A 31-year-old man was shot in the abdomen and taken to Metro. No arrests have been made at this time.
So is the community going to speak up about this? Hopefully the man who was shot makes a speedy recovery and tells his side of the story. But there's got to be cameras outside of this grocery store, right? What's going on that we cannot identify these individuals who are causing terror in the streets?
This is a developing story, and we will continue to keep you updated as more details become available.
Just before 9 on Friday night, violence in Fairview Park. Police say they received reports of shots fired at a car here in the 4200 block of Grannis Road. When officers got to the scene, they found shell casings and a handgun in the street. Later that night, a 25-year-old man drove himself to the emergency room here at Fairview General Hospital with a gunshot wound in his back. He told police he was the victim of an attempted carjacking on Grannis Road.
Wow. And these carjackings are getting very serious. These super gremlins are not playing games. They want your vehicles for sure. And it's not like they're taking them to a chop shop or anything like that. They just want a joyride. They literally just want a joyride, and it's very scary out here, guys. You have to be extremely careful. It's not fair. They're not playing fair. They're using sneak attacks, different tactics to throw you off guard. So you have to be very vigilant in these streets.
His car had bullet holes in it, so police took it into evidence. A preliminary investigation shows that the victim met the woman online and traveled to Fairview Park to meet her.
So there you have it. Met the woman online, most likely a dating app. Guys, get off of these dating apps ASAP. It's a sausage fest on most dating apps. It's never worth it. And, there's just too much self-promotion when it comes to the dating apps. The women don't even want to meet up, and when they do, a lot of times it is for a situation like this, to set you up. If it feels too good to be true, probably is.
When he got there, police say she got in his car, and that's when another man came to the victim's car with a handgun. When he tried to drive away, police say the man fired multiple shots into the victim's car. As he drove away, the the woman jumped out. The man is expected to be okay, but police are now looking for that shooter and the woman who jumped from the car. At this time, investigators are not releasing much more information, but they are looking for people to come forward with details. If you have any, please give Fairview Park Police a call. Reporting in Fairview Park, Sia New Yorker, 19 News.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Janquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
In Brunswick tonight, dozens are gathering in mourning over the loss of a 17-year-old boy who was shot and killed last night in Trumbull County. Emma Henderson joins us now in the newsroom with the story. Emma.
Hi, Lena. So to family and friends, Mye'Zavier Cannady was just Zay, a kid who loves playing basketball and worked hard at his job at the local Dairy Queen.
So you have a 17-year-old boy killed in Brunswick, Ohio. No news on this, except for these clips and obviously me covering it. You don't hear about this anywhere, guys. And there are so many young black men who are being gunned down in the streets. I told you guys these super gremlins ops are becoming younger and younger. I told you guys we live in an op culture, manufactured ops, individuals who are beefing at very young ages for no reason whatsoever.
This afternoon, at least 100 people showed up for a vigil and balloon release honoring Zay's memory and mourning the loss of his life. I spoke with classmates and friends who shared just two simple pleas. 1, put the guns down. And 2, check on your people and always make sure they know you love them.
Thinking about missing him popping up in my room, you know, being a big brother, you know, bothering, playing around with me, you know. Just thinking about that's not going to happen anymore. It's like, it's heartbreaking, you know.
That was one of Zay's closest family friends. She calls him her big brother and says right now her heart is numb when she thinks about what took place last night. Lena.
Very heartbreaking. All right. Thanks so much, Emma. We continue to follow a story out of Brunswick tonight. Classmates coming together after the tragic shooting death of a high school junior, Mye'Zavier Cannady. His loved ones called him Zay. Emma Henderson takes us to the vigil.
More balloon releases, more memorials. It just seems like to the community, this stuff doesn't really get old. We see the same thing in every slaying of a young brother. And obviously, you know, I understand commemorating the dead, but this stuff, it doesn't work. The balloons are an environmental hazard. I mean, I'd rather a candlelight vigil. I mean, at least it's more eco-friendly. But we're not going to find solutions blowing up helium balloons and releasing them into the air.
Balloons go up as snow comes down in Brunswick, with more than 100 people showing up to remember and honor Mye'Zavier Cannady.
He was a good kid. He worked, he went to school, he did play sports, you know, played basketball a lot. He was a very, you know, good kid, you know, doing good things for himself, making sure he was on top of his stuff. That's always how Zay was.
His family receiving hug after hug from classmates, friends, and others who came out to reflect on the loss of the Brunswick.
People, all the gliders out here who are in support, who are standing in solidarity with this senseless killing. You know, I think oftentimes in the community we try and make gliders the enemy, when in all actuality, I mean, most of them, and I'm saying most, okay, sincerely want us to be able to solve this issue. People are tired of seeing the same thing go down over and over again. Everybody wants this type of stuff to stop, and it's up to the community to make it stop.
High school junior, family calling for people to put guns like the one that killed Zay down, and always remember to say I love you, because you never know when it will be the last time.
Zay was the most caring, lovable, nice, friendly person ever. He would give you his last if that's all he had. He was just everything.
Close family friend Ayanna Woodard calls Zay her brother and says her heart is numb when thinking about his loss, but seeing today's turnout helps just a little bit.
When I came, I didn't expect all these people to be out here for him, you know. It is really a blessing to see everybody here to support, you know.
I mean, any clues as to who did this, though? Or are we implementing the no snitch policy for this one, too?
We really do need it, you know. It's really shocking.
Brunswick City School District also released a statement mourning the loss and saying that they would have a crisis response team available at the schools. Now, this team will be available for students and staff on Monday in the Student Center, Alina.
So much grief to experience at such a young age.
So young.
I know we don't know much about what happened to Zay, but we are expecting maybe on Monday?
We might be learning more, exactly.
Yeah, from police. All right. Thanks so much, Emma.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Guess what? I could be at work.